Okay, let's try Curtis in Los Angeles. Curtis, we got a minute and a half to the break here. You got a quick question for Congressman Ro Khanna?
I sure do, Tom. Thank you for taking my call. First thing I wanted to ask Congressman Khanna, what was your inspiration for running for office your first time around, and how have you enjoyed it thus far? And what advice would you have for a newcomer, first-time congressional hopeful such as myself? And what can I do to get the attention of the DNC and DCCC to make this thing happen here in the 23rd District?
Well, thanks for running and being out there. I lost my first campaign. I ran against the war in Iraq in 2003 in an anti-war primary and got 20% of the vote, but I was very, very proud of standing up against the war. My inspiration was my grandfather. He spent 4 years in jail in Gandhi's independence movement in the 1940s. And even though I was born here and my parents immigrated in the 60s, I had visited him many times in India, and he told stories of his time in the Indian independence movement, and that really gave me a sense of human rights and a sense of just foreign policy, and that was my beginning in politics. I would just say, in terms of advice, be persistent. You know, the party never endorsed me in my first run. It probably didn't, and it didn't endorse me when I won. You have to build a grassroots base. You don't need the party as much anymore. You can do it by getting people to knock on doors, by being active on social media, by having a message out there. And if you're persistent and you build a real support in the community, I wouldn't worry about the party and what they are doing. Some of us are fighting for the party to be more inclusive of outside voices. I personally have said we shouldn't default endorse incumbents. That's a ridiculous rule. But until we change, we need build a grassroots campaign.
Congressman Ro Khanna taking your calls here on the Thom Hartmann Program for the hour. We'll be back right after this break at the bottom.